Let's start with our first place Viktor build titled Miracle Viktor. So let's see what's so miraculous about this build. We have a very even split, 6 and 6 on runes, where we've traditionally been seeing mono yellow Viktor have the best results. So it's very interesting to see a hybrid build here. The battlefields make a ton of sense. War Camp, incredible with tokens. Obelisk of Power, specifically in this deck, going second, you can play Viktor Leader on turn 1, so that's one of the main keys of Obelisk in this particular build. And then Candlelit Sanctum, just a great battlefield, fixes the consistency of your deck, it's really good. Going into the main deck, let's start with units, very standard lineup of 2 drops. Going down, of course, we have the Viktor Leader. Now for our 3 drops and higher, some very interesting ratios. I'll start with 3 Sprite Mother, which from last week was a very consistent 3-of card in all of our blue builds, so it seems like it's consistently going to be very good going forward. Although 2-ofs on the Noxian Drummer, 2-of Lecturing Yordle, 2 Vanguard Captain, and then 1-ofs on the Riptide Rex, the Harness Dragon, and Thousand Tail Watcher. I'll jump down to the sideboard real quick. We do have some ratio fixers. So the additional copy of Rex, additional copy of Dragon, additional copy of Stratagem for whenever the matchup would call for them, I suppose, as well as Singularity. And then going back up to the spells real quick, some really interesting choices, one being Retreat, where you save one of your units with reaction and then actually ramp a rune. That's a very interesting call that is really nice to see, especially in a power-hungry deck, because at the low-cost power curve, we have Smokescreen, for example, and Hidden Blade as well. And probably the most interesting choice in the deck, Convergent Mutation. Now, I've thought a little bit more about this card, because at first I was like, why would you really want to play this? But especially in a deck like Viktor, where you're making tokens, these 1-might units, and you have bigger units like Rex, like Watcher, like Harness Dragon, stuff like that, this can almost be a better Siphon Power in some scenarios, which interestingly enough, we're not seeing in this build. So, very cool there. I think it can work in the right builds of Viktor. If you were playing a more traditional token spam build, I don't think you really play Convergent Mutation. I think you would definitely play the Siphon Power, because that card gets more value the more wide your board is, the more units you're sending into a battlefield. But if you are going to pair one token with one tall unit, Convergent Mutation is actually very good. So this is a very interesting deck building choice, something that I wasn't really thinking about. Kudos to this player. I do think all nubs in the main board is just a little bit odd, but it still got first place, so can't really say too much there.